Has a teacher ever put your life in danger? Mrs. Rodriguez almost got me killed during our senior camping trip because she thought I was faking my allergic reaction. We were at Lake Tahoe for our biology field study. I'm severely allergic to shellfish, like throat closing, can't breathe, allergic. On day 2, Mrs. Rodriguez pulled out these big bags of trail mix from Costco. This will teach you about foraging, she announced. I checked the ingredients like I always do. It said, may contain shellfish in tiny print. I raised my hand immediately. Mrs. Rodriguez, I can't eat this. It might have shellfish contamination. She rolled her eyes so hard I thought they might fall out. Amanda, you're being dramatic. It's just nuts and chocolate. Stop attention seeking. I tried to explain, but she cut me off. If you don't participate, you fail the assignment. This counts as 20% of your grade. My stomach dropped. I needed this grade for my college scholarship, but I also needed to not die. I decided to eat around the suspicious pieces. Big mistake. Within 10 minutes, my lips started tingling. My tongue felt thick and weird. I knew these signs. My body was reacting. I walked over to Mrs. Rodriguez, who was roasting marshmallows. I think I'm having a reaction, I said, trying to stay calm. Can I get my EpiPen? She didn't even look at me. Amanda, you're fine. Stop being a hypochondriac. Go sit down. But I wasn't fine. My throat was starting to feel tight. My chest felt heavy and wrong. Please, I said, my voice already sounding different. Something's really wrong. She finally looked at me. Instead of seeing the hives spreading across my neck, she got angry. That's enough, she snapped. Go to your tent and stop being dramatic. I stumbled back to my tent, wheezing now. Through the walls, I could hear her telling other students I was pulling another attention stunt. Sarah, my tent mate, came in 20 minutes later and found me barely conscious, lips blue, struggling to breathe. Oh my God, Amanda! She ran out screaming for help. Mrs. Rodriguez finally came over, took one look at me, and went white. Get the EpiPen, she yelled. Call 911. But here's the thing. The EpiPen was locked in her bag back at the main campsite, a 10-minute hike away. She'd insisted on controlling all medications for safety. Those 10 minutes felt like hours. I remember thinking I was going to die because my teacher thought I was being dramatic. Mr. Peterson had to carry me halfway down the trail to meet paramedics. I was unconscious by then. I woke up in the hospital 2 days later. The doctor said waiting 5 more minutes could have caused brain damage or death. My parents were furious. They demanded a meeting with the principal. Turns out Mrs. Rodriguez had never read my medical file. She didn't know I had severe allergies, despite it being documented in red letters on every field trip form for 4 years. But here's the kicker. She blamed me in the incident report. She wrote that I had failed to communicate properly and ate the trail mix despite knowing my allergies. She tried to make it my fault that I almost died. My parents showed the administration everything. Medical records, ingredients, witness statements from students who heard her refuse to help. The principal's face went from annoyed to horrified. Mrs. Rodriguez was suspended. Then they discovered she'd been ignoring other medical needs too. Jake's inhaler confiscated during an asthma attack. Diabetic Emma denied blood sugar checks. She was fired before Christmas. I testified at the school board meeting. The whole room went silent when I described lying in that tent, thinking I was going to die because someone thought I was dramatic. Mrs. Rodriguez tried getting hired at other schools. My mom made sure they all knew why she'd been fired. I graduated valedictorian. Mrs. Rodriguez never taught again. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if Sarah hadn't come back early, if she'd stayed by the campfire 20 more minutes. I wouldn't be here telling this story.